Hi guys, country gaming here. I should learn to speak slower so that you can understand me. So welcome to FS17, and this is the Beaver Creek map made by Stevie. This is his last map that he's made. It's version 1D, I think. So this is his last updated version of Beaver Creek, and I thought I would do a video of it because I'm not sure if how many people are playing on this map, but it is quite a good map. I've been following Stevie's maps for quite a while, and all I can say is they are so excellent. You have everything here. I mean, I tell you what, it's just awesome. He has, like all the animals are at the main farm, which is where I am now. You have the farmhouse, which is over there. I've been playing on this map for a little while, so you can see like I've got all the machinery. You have different crop types. This is the main silo, and over here you have your sell point for your straw and hay and grass and whatnot. You also have multiple greenhouses that automatically sell. Now I hope this isn't going to freeze up on me. What else? But what we're going to do today, I thought, would be, sorry if I'm running so fast, it's just that I've got the speed mod, the fast walking speed mod. What I thought I'd do is plant some cotton, which is a crop type, of course, but you don't normally get it in normal farm sim. It's one that Stevie's added to his maps. Most of the fields are square. You get different size fields. This seeder here that you can see, this isn't one of his seeders that you can get. This is actually one of the air seeders which I've pinched off from the Broad Acres Australia map. This one particular one is a 22 meter seeder. There is another seeder that you can get, which is only a 13 meter seeder. So this is field 3 that we're going to plant. I'll show you the map overview. You have your standard animals of sheep, pigs, cows, which I have fed. Gone too far. So this is your map overview. Main farm is here. You have your cows here where the mouse is, your sheep, your chickens. No, that's the pigs. You have your cows up the top here, your pigs, your sheep, and your chickens. When you start off with this map, you only own fields 5, 6, and 1, and that's it. I've bought all these other fields, like I've bought field 7. I've got corn in field 7. 6, I have sugar beets, and I have 5, I have potatoes. In 1 I have a crop called lucerne, which you use to feed to your cows and your sheep. In 2 I have let's see, we'll go to here. Okay, so I've got sugar beets, potatoes, corn, 3 I don't have anything in at the moment, of course. 2 I have wheat. 4 I have canola. Yeah, canola in field 4. Field 18 I've also bought, which is right next to the BGA. As you can see how massive it is, the field that is. 18 at the moment has sorghum, which is this one. Now I'm not sure how you harvest sorghum. I think you might have to use a corn header with a normal harvester. The other additional crop types you can plant are oats, spelt, millet, cotton, which we're about to do, rye, triticale, sorghum and lucerne. So yeah, so you get quite a variety of things. Crops. You've also got your normal standard crops, you know, your wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, potatoes, oilseed, grass, barley, sunflowers, corn, sugar beets, poplar and sugar cane, which, yeah, been there, done that with the sugar cane. That's just a pain to harvest. So yeah, so anyway, we'll get this thing going. Why did that come up? I don't want that. And I hope this is going to work. I have it on auto turn, but I might have to why is it going backwards? Stay still. Okay, so we want to do that for auto turn. Make sure it's lined up correctly, and I might just have to, I didn't readjust the lower the cruise control. I'll put it on 12. So okay, off we go. Because I've noticed, especially if I'm playing on multiplayer and I have the I have the cruise control too fast. It sort of like wavers everywhere. And I want to keep you in a straight line. Like the whole thing will just rock from, you know, side to side sort of thing. So if the auto turn doesn't work properly, then I'll have to do it manually. So yeah, so with the BGA, I'll tell you a little bit about the map. With the BGA, you have 2 BGA bunkers, like to sell your stuff with, you know, your silage. Looks like it's making the turn properly. yeah, you have two silage, you know, the BG, you have two BGAs, you have 4 massive bunkers. They're not the drive-through types, they're the other type, like the big square types. You can there you can sell liquid manure. You have 2 digestate tanks that the BGA produces, so you can use the digestate for you can either sell the digestate, you can store the digestate. If we have time after I finish done this field, I'll show you a little bit around the map, which will explain it a little bit better, because you do have other things as well, like you have Stevie's put a place where you can produce manure, and to do that you use digestate and straw, and that gives you manure which you can use for your greenhouses. You have, at the main farm, we have a compost master which you use for the compost for your greenhouses. At the BGA you have another productive building plant that produces fuel and liquid fertilizer, and also there's one that also produces normal fertilizer as well, which you can use to fill your seeders with. So there is quite a lot. He's also put in a tank to make HM Mohammedanized milk, I guess you could call it. Excuse me. I haven't spoken like this for so long. It's been ages since I've made a video. Yeah, so you the homogenized milk, you use normal cow milk. You put that in the tank and that turns it into homogenized milk. And I've just found that in the township there's a building, it's called Dairy Sales, or Dairy Milk. Dairy Sales, I think it is. You take your homogenized milk down there and it makes bottles of milkshakes. And I think that automatically gets sold as well, or you take it somewhere else to sell it. I haven't quite looked into that part of it yet. So yeah, but I'll see if I can take you down there as well. You've also got your normal milk sales, you've got your wool sales, you've got your grain sales all over the place as well. Now, how is this going with its... Oh, it's missing a little bit, but not much. It's not too bad. Yeah, this isn't an overly big field. Field 4 is one of the biggest, I think. So yeah, I do like maps that are that have that have got different shaped fields on them, but sometimes I just like to play it on a map that's just got, you know, plain square fields, make it nice and easy, you know, just to relax and not have to worry about untangling courseplay vehicles if you use courseplay, which I normally do use courseplay. Like, to seed this field I would normally be course-playing it. Field 2 over there, which has got the wheat, I have a harvester already set up with a trailer, but I haven't started him off yet, only because I didn't really want to be recording this and untangling tractors with trailers from combines. So I thought I'll just leave him. He'll be fine, you know. The other thing this map has is that it's got 2 potato washers, 2 potato steamers, and a beet pulp machine, which you put either sugar beets or sugar cane in, and it turns it into beet pulp. And you use it's used for pig food. So instead of you feeding the pigs your standard sugar beets, corn or maize, and what was the other one that's normally done? Corn, maize, and corn, sugar beets, and potatoes, like normal potatoes. Well, now Stevie's, like, it's all of Stevie's maps have the mix feeders on them. Well, he's made it so that you put in the mix feeder to make the pig food, you put in steamed potatoes, corn, and beet pulp. I mean, it's a little bit extra work, but it makes the things a little bit more interesting at the same time. So yeah, actually this field is going along quite well, and I'm not even touching anything. So yeah, actually while it's doing this, I might even just take a screenshot of it if I can get a good shot while it's seeding. Use it as a thumbnail. Done. So yeah, it's quite, you know, scenic, the map. The one thing I like about Stevie's maps is he always leaves plenty of room for turning, especially if you're using hired, you know, the normal hired help, which is really good. What else has it got? It's just got so much stuff on it that you can just get lost on this map, you know, and just do heaps. I mean, the design of the map is very, very well laid out. It has a garden centre where you can grow plants and pine trees, which is like another greenhouse type of thing, and that automatically gets sold, so it's not like you have to go and load them up and take them somewhere. It also has a wood mill on it, and at the wood mill it has everything you can think of regarding timber. You know, like it's got your building that makes your wooden planks, it's got your wood chipper, it's got I can't think of what else it's got. I think I've only been up there once just to have a look, but like storage wise, it just has a lot of storage. You'll never run out of places to put things. I have been told that, or I have read or heard, this map plays well on multiplayer. So if you've got a bunch of friends and you've got a server, you can put it on your server and away you go. It's let's see what else. Gee, I can't think of what else now, but anyway, looks like this field's nearly finished. I think he's only, after this pass, he's only got about one more pass to do. Well, we've only got one more pass to do, because if I was to hop out of this tractor, then it would stop. So yeah, I think all the trees are cuttable. Like you can cut down all the trees if you want. It does have a forest up near the wood section. Let's see, what's it gonna do? Oh, it's just gonna miss one. Oh no, it's fine. I thought it was just going to. Oh yes, just miss one tiny little sliver, but it doesn't matter. That's not really worth worrying about. Yeah, yeah, so anyway, so you're probably thinking, what have I been doing all this time? Well, I've been playing a lot of Farm Sim on a server that I'm connected with. It's a private server. If any of you have heard of Ian Robson, yeah, so I'm on his. I'm in his. On one of his Patreons. So yes, and he has his own private server. And I've been having a lot of fun on that. Now you can finish your job, buddy. Okay, done. Alright, looks like this is done. That didn't take all that long, so we'll fold this guy up. So we'll take this back to the main farm, and I will show you around now that I've got that field done with the cotton. So yeah, I mean, like, I could have probably done a headland, but I thought, yeah, nah, it's fine. I'm not as, I'm not picky or fussy. So I'll take this back. If it's a little bit laggy at the main farm, it's probably because I've got so much equipment. And don't get stuck on anything. This is where that harvester is over there. That is the spawn point. Like when you buy something from the shop, you can reset it back to your main farm. turn that off. Yeah, I've still got the speed walking on. Yeah, so the best thing to do would be, see, I won't use the car because the truck, whatever, is a bit overpowered. Oh, if you notice this trailer here, this is a fuel trailer, the tool trailer. I got that also from the Broadacres Australia map. Okay, so what vehicle shall we use? Oh, we'll use the case. It won't be too overpowered. Okay, so up here first of all, seeing that we're up this end, oh, this shed, I placed this shed here and put some equipment in here. So I've got a couple, I've got another big bud. Okay, so this building here is your beet pulp machine. It just requires water and sugar beets or sugar cane. It makes the beet pulp. Over here is your 2 potato steamers. That just requires water and sugar beets, water and washed potatoes. So you got 2 of those, and you have your 2 potato washers, which just requires your normal potatoes straight off the field with water and fuel, and that also spits out, gives you compost as well. Okay, these sheds, you have storage shed for, so we'll go around the outside here. You have a storage shed for digestate and slurry, liquid manure, get out the way, tree. When I don't go, so you have normal manure storage point and liquid fertilizer. You also have a seed master here as well, that makes your own seeds, so I can just put any old grain and it makes you some seeds to put in your seeders. Around this side you have normal fertilizer and seed storage. This tank is your H milk tank you put in, which I was telling you about before. You put in your normal cow milk and it makes your homogenized milk, which you can use to make your milkshakes and things with. It's just basically another way of making money. Here you have your buy points to buy your seeds. You can buy manure, you can buy liquid fertilizer, slurry or liquid manure, and I'm not sure what that old looking tank is for, but anyway, we will continue on. Okay, down here, past all this, you have your compost master, which I've just emptied out all the compost out of there. Here's some of your greenhouses, or most of them. You know, like you have your lettuce, your pumpkin, your tomato, you know, all of that sort of thing. And down the back here, this is a machine thing. This is what produces normal manure. You put in straw, where I've got the straw, and you put in digestate in that tank, and when your greenhouses produce stuff, your products, it shows up here, and it runs when it gets to the end of the conveyor, the little conveyor belt, it automatically sells, so you don't need to manually sell it. I've placed the water tank there myself. You do have another water facility to get your water from, which I'll show you where that is, because we're going to go over to where the animals are, which isn't all that far away. So we'll go over here. Oh, this is another fruit production. This grows cherries and blueberries, or some kind of berry. I think it's blueberries. Okay, across the bridge we have our water fill point here. We have our cows here, and our milk, and our bunker. Now these two tanks, the first tank is a tank to make silage, and you use grass, hay. It doesn't take straw. Oh, and sugarcane it also takes as well. And this second tank, it makes protein food, which you put in lucerne. I've put another washer there. So yeah, so yes, you've just got your slurry and your manure. As you can see, so I'm not using a front loader, I've got conveyor belts everywhere. Over here you have your cow mix feeder for your cows to make your TMR, and you have your pig mix feeder. As you can see, you have your your beet pulp, your corn, and your steamed potatoes. And don't crash into that. Okay, so around here we have our pigs and our sheep. So yeah, you've all seen sheep and pigs before, I'm sure. Your wool ends up here. It also travels along the little conveyor belt. Now you can either manually sell it yourself, or you can leave it on there, and if you open the gates, that double gate there, when that conveyor belt gets full, it will it'll automatically sell. From what I've read, I haven't actually tried it yet, I don't think. Okay, so we'll go down to the BGA. I think I should get rid of some equipment. I've just probably got too much. Oh, now with your silo, you can store everything here. Now I mean everything. I am not kidding. And you even have a list, a board, an LED board of what you can put in here and how much is in here. Let's see if I can. So, you know, like you've just got everything. Now I'm not going to stand here and read it. I will leave a link in the description of where you can get the map from if you're interested. Okay, so we'll go this way. I'm actually taking the long way around. I usually take a shortcut across the field. So this is, you also start off with field 16, which is a grass field as well. Okay, so we're nearly there. Near the BGA as well, you have a placeable area, and I've actually placed a couple of Stevie haylofts just here. I think I've got about 3 or 4 of them here, and I've just put a heap of grass in here. I've got 3 mainly for the bunker at the BGA, so I can turn it into silage. You have to excuse my phone.
One possibility I see is PGA Timber Pty Limited on Laban's Road.
Hang on a minute. I'll just got to turn Siri off.
Is that the one you want?
I don't know what Siri is doing. I have no idea. That happens quite often, actually. You know, I'll be talking to someone and suddenly Siri will pop up and start yapping away. Yeah, this is the BGA. Their drive over BGA, so you don't need a loader if you don't wish to use one. Oh, look, drive in a straight line, for crying out loud. Yeah, so over here you have where you collect your digestate from. I wouldn't have a clue if I've got any. I don't think I've got much. No, hardly got any. You got a storage. You got storage for storage shed for liquid fertilizer and fertilizer. You have your 4 bunkers. Is it 4? 1, 2. Yeah, 4 bunkers. So they're, they'll keep you pretty busy, I can tell you. You have your liquid fertilizer. I think that's, liquid manure cell point. I've also put another Stevie hayloft here as well for grass, mind you. You got your manure cell point here. You have a little storage shed. You have a compost cell point. Now this machine here, or building, you put in distillate. I should turn that off. Turn this fast walking off. When I find I didn't turn it off properly. Oh, okay. So so this thing, you put in digestate. When I find the section. Yeah, so anyway, it gives you fuel, which you pick up from those orange tanks. This thing also makes fertilizer, like normal fertilizer, and you put in, it's a bioproduct, a BioPro facility, and you use, here's the screen that I was looking for. Yeah, so you put in digestate and it gives you fertilizer, fuel, liquid fertilizer. Yeah, and that's it. That other machine that other building at the main farm near the greenhouses, excuse me, that you can actually use liquid manure for that, not digestate, which makes things a bit easier. Yeah, so that's the BGA. I'll go back out again. We'll continue on our really quick tour without crashing into anything. You could also sell down at the shops at the little city area. You can sell. It has a place to sell fertilizer as well. So there's your field 16 with the grass. If any of you haven't seen sorghum before, that is sorghum, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you use a corn header to harvest that. To harvest the cotton, you use a corn header on a normal harvester. Like, you don't need a forage harvester or anything like that, just a normal grain harvester. Okay, down here we have, the traffic never comes up these gravel roads. Yeah, so you have your you have a sell point here for grains to the right, to the left. I don't want to get jammed in between cars. I'm not used to driving on the right side of the road. I haven't been to all of these sell points. I've been to the normal milk sell point. But everything is all marked. Here is your milk sell point, where the little square is. Your shop is, I think the shop is further along. Yep. You've got another area for placeables, if you so wish. Okay, you got your shop here. Where you can sell your stuff, buy your stuff. You got another grain sell point over here across the road. And I'm probably going to get stuck, so I was going to drive through it, but I won't. You also have a wool sell point down here too somewhere. Not sure where, but anyway. Okay, now over here is where you bring your HM milk, your homogenized milk, and you can either fill it, put the milk in here where my tractor is, or you can put the milk here, which is where I put the last lot in, and it gives you, and your products don't freeze or up on me. Now I think your products come out here where these ramps are. I don't think I've put enough milk in there for it to actually produce anything just yet. So we will continue on. I think we're coming to, okay, we've got a service station, another area for placeables to the left of us. That is, I think, is the okay, so we've got the spinnery here. Yeah, the fuel station. Yeah, so that's the spinnery where you sell your wool. Oh, and you've got another couple of sell points up here as well, so which we will go past in a minute. What happened to the days when you could play farm sim, run into cars and actually move them out of the road? Those days are gone. So yeah. Oh, there's something I haven't checked out. What is that? Oh look, impatient drivers, get out of the road. that is that's your selling point for wool. Right, now we know of that useless information. I think I'll get across the road, then I won't get hit by cars. Okay, so we will go up this road here. This will take us in the direction back to the main farm. So yeah, so that's the that's basically the main farm area. There's your other sell point, I think. Well, I think it's a sell point. It looks like it. Excuse me. So I've already sold, harvest income. Some type of fruit's been sold. There's another sell point. And you have a windmill. So we'll go along here. And where else haven't we been? To I'll quickly show you where the garden centre and wood place is. Without crashing into the tree. Okay, we'll go around here. Okay, this is your field 1, which I've got lucerne planted in it. It's not quite ready. It's not ready to be harvested yet. It's another quite a big field. So I should get rid of that. And that's my potatoes. You've got a bit of a lake. I don't have crop destruction, so it doesn't matter if I drive over them. That's another sell point. And you've got creek to drive through. That's also a place you can fill up with water as well if you want. Okay, this is the garden centre. Another storage shed. I think this is the garden centre. No, this is not the garden centre. This is the wood mill. So as you can see, you have, you know, multiple buildings for your wood, and you can do wood chips. You know, all sorts of fun things. And you've got a bit of a forest in the back here as well. Okay, we'll get out of here. Oh, and that paddock, that is your cow or sheep or cow paddock, so you can take shortcuts, you know, through the gates to get to where you want to go. Let's see, where are we? We're here. Right. Okay, here I went past it. Okay, we'll go back along this way. One last place, and then I'll finish off. Then we'll end the episode. I think it's been going on long enough. Probably too long in my case. I have this bad habit of making long videos. Okay, here's the garden centre. More greenhouses where you can have. I haven't set this up yet, as you can tell. Yeah, you can have your like you have your standard manure and compost and water. Now where is here it is. Okay, this one produces, when I put that up, the HUD up again. Okay, this one produces plants. It just says plants. So, yep. And this one produces, it says probably more plants. Spruce. This one produces spruce trees, which you can sell, which would most likely, yeah, they would appear here in this shed and they would automatically sell. So yeah, so that is the that is Stevie's map of Beaver Creek. Hope you enjoyed it, like I enjoyed showing it to you. So yeah, so we'll end the episode here, or end the video here, if you want to call it an episode. I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, so if you like this video, please leave a like, share the video if you want. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I have no idea why I'm going this way. I'll take a shortcut through the field. I'll go back this way. Yeah, so anyway guys, thank you all for watching. This is Country Gaming signing off, and until next time, happy farming guys. Catch you later.